Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Explain Maths. Now recently NCERT has published grade 8 new textbook which is Ganit Prakash, and part 1 book is already released. So in this video I will be solving the questions of chapter 2 which is power and play. So let's begin solving the questions given in chapter 2. So this is chapter 2 power play. Now this chapter is same as exponents and power chapter of the previous book which NCERT which we were following from NCERT. So in this power play chapter I will be doing questions given in page number 22. Okay. So if you see here in page 22 we have certain questions given in figure it out section. So the first question is express the following in exponential form. So here the first question you can see 6 into 6 into 6 into 6. So here you have to write this in the form of exponent, means base and exponent form. Okay. So you can see here base will be 6 and 6 is multiplied by itself 4 times. So power will be 4. Okay. So it is fourth power of 6. Same way y into y, if you have to write this in exponential form, it will be y raised to the power 2. Third one will be b raised to the power 4. Fourth one is 5 raised to the power 2 into 7 is multiplied by itself 3 times. So 7 cubed. Fifth question 2 into 2. So 2 squared into a squared, because a is also multiplied by itself 2 times. Next, last question of question number 1 is a cubed. A is multiplied by itself 3 times. C is also multiplied by itself 3 times. So C cubed. And then C is multiplied by itself 4 times. Okay, not 3 times. So it will be C raised to the power 4 and into D. D is only one time. So no need to write D to the power 1. It is only D. So this is all about your question number 1. Now moving to question number 2. Here you have to express each of the following as a product of powers of their prime factors in exponential form. Means each number you have to do the prime factorization and then you have to give the answer in exponent form. Okay, so let's do question number 2. So question number 2, first one is 648. So let's start doing the prime factorization. So we know that when we do the prime factorization, we have to use only the prime numbers, right? 648 is a even number. So we can use prime number 2. So it will be 324. Again, it is a even number. So again, I can use 2 here. So it will be 162. Next is 2 times 81. Now 81 is a odd number. So it won't come in two tables. So my next prime number is 3. So 3 times 27. 81 is divisible by 3. Now 27 also comes in 3 tables. So 3 times 9. Then 3 times 3. And then 3 times 1. So my factorization is over. So now I can write 648 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2. 2 is multiplied by itself 3 times and 3 is multiplied by itself 4 times. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now the question says you have to give the answer in exponential form. So I can write it as 2 cube because 2 is multiplied by itself 3 times and 3 is multiplied by itself 4 times. So 3 raised to the power 4. So this is the first question. Now we will solve the second part of it. So second part is 405. Okay. So 405 is a odd number. So it won't come in the table of 2. 2 is a prime number, it won't come. Next is 3. We know the divisibility rule of 3. If you add the digit, if the sum is divisible by 3, so the number is divisible by 3. So we can see here 4 plus 0 plus 5 is 9. So it is divisible by 3. So it will be 3 times 135 will give me 405. Again add the digit 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 5 9. Again it will come in the table of 3. So 3 times 45. 45 again comes in the table of 3. So 3 times 15. Then 3 times 5 and 5 times 1. So 405 I can write it as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. So 3 is multiplied by itself 4 times. So exponential form is 3 raised to the power 4 into 5. Okay, so first and second part is done. Now let's move to the third part. Okay, so now let's solve the third question, which is 540. Again, we can see 540 is a even number. So we can use here 2 table. So 2 times 270 will give me 540. Again, it is a even number. Again, I can use 2 table. 2 times 135. Then 2 times, sorry, now we cannot use 2 table here because 135 is a odd number. So now we will check the divisibility rule of 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. So it is divisible by 3. 3 times 45. Then 3 times 15. 3 times 5. And then 5 times 1. So 540, I can see, I can write it as 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. So in exponent form, it will be 2 square into 3 cubed into 5. Now coming to the fourth question, 3600. Okay, now 3600 is even number. So it will come in the table of 2. So 2 times 1800, again 2 times 900, again 2 table, 2 times 450, then again 2 table, 2 times 225. Now it is a odd number, so it won't be divisible by 2. So next we can use, check the divisibility rule of 3. So 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 5, 9. So 3 tables. So 3 times 75 will give me 225. Then 3 times 25. Then 5 times 5 and 5 times 1. So 3600 we can write it as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. So now in exponent form it will be 2 raised to the power 4 into 3 squared into 5 square. So now question 2 also done. Now we will move to next question. Now question number 3 is write the numerical value of each of the following. It means, see, the first question is 2 into 10 cube. So to solve this, it means you have to write as 2 into, find the value of 10 cube. So 10 cube is 10 into 10 into 10, which will give you 1000, and 1000 into 2 will be 2000. Like this, you have to solve the question number 3. So let's start solving question. So question number 3, first part is 2 into 10 cube, right? So 10 cube you can write as 2 into 10 into 10 into 10, and 10 into 10 into 10 is 1000. So 2 into 1000, it will give the value as 2000. Now coming to the second question, 7 square into 2 cube. Now 7 square is 7 into 7 and 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2. So 7 square will give me 49 and 2 cube will give me 8. So now 49 into 8 if you multiply, you will get 392. Now the third part is 3 into 4 to the power 4. So 3 into 4 to the power 4 means 4 is multiplied by itself 4 times. Okay. So we can write 3 into, now 4 into 4 is 16, and again 4 into 4 is 16. We know that 16 into 16, 16 square is 256. So 3 into 256, when you multiply, you will get 768. Now moving to fourth question, minus 3 whole square into minus 5 whole square. So minus 3 whole square means minus 3 into minus 3, and minus 5 whole square means minus 5 into minus 5. Now we have already studied in integers chapter, right? If the number of negative sign is even number of time, the product is going to be positive. So let's first multiply minus 3 into minus 3. It will give me 9. And minus 5 into minus 5 will give me 25. So 9 into 25 is 225. Now fifth question is 3 square into 10 to the power 4. Now 3 square, 3 into 3 and 10 to the power 4 is 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. Now 3 square will give me 9 and 10 into 10 is 100. Again 10 into 10 is 100. So the answer will be 90,000. Now next, the sixth question is minus 2 raised to the power 5 into minus 10 raised to the power 6. So minus 2 raised to the power 5. Now see, negative sign will come 5 times. It means my answer will be negative. And here minus 10 to the power 6 means minus sign will come 6 times. So this will give me positive answer. So minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. 5 times. And then minus 10 you have to multiply it 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times and 6 times. So minus 2 into minus 2, if I multiply 5 times, I will get minus 32. Isn't it? Why minus? Because negative sign is coming odd number of times, so the product will be negative. And minus 10, when we multiply 6 times, I will get the answer in positive. So 1 and 6 zeros. And when we multiply this, I will get minus 3, 2 and then 6 zeros. So this will be the answer for the last one. So I have covered the figure it out question given in page 22 and 23. So that's all for today's class. Please like, share and subscribe.